G'day Kim, Hayden here from Pacific Toyota. Just want to run over this Toyota Land Cruiser Prado with you. Look, a bit before I do so, a bit about us. So Pacific Toyota, we run 2 large pre-owned vehicle yards up here in Cairns. As you can see, it's a lovely sunny day. The good thing about purchasing through Pacific Toyota is we do run the largest pre-owned vehicle operation under the Toyota banner in Queensland, which just means we get pretty good buying power, good quality stock, and because we're a Toyota certified yard, you do get your full logbook service history and 2 keys with the car. We do offer flexible finance options with Toyota Finance. As I briefly said on the phone call, Toyota Finance is the largest automotive finance here in Australia, which obviously means they get a pretty good pull at getting some competitive interest rates. Across the road, you do have our service centre, our premium Lexus of Cairns showroom, as well as our new vehicle showroom just up there. So the dealership averages anywhere between sort of that 350 to 400 vehicles a month. So we're a big player in the pre-owned and new vehicle market. But yeah, just want to sort of give you a bit of background about us. Now I'm going to do the virtual tour on the car. Look, I'm going to point out any bumps and bruises on it. I'd rather show you now, like I said on the phone call, because at the end of the day, if you do buy the car and it rocks up, I want no hidden surprises. So I'm just going to work my way around the vehicle, ramble a little bit and point at a few marks. And any questions, feel free to give me a call and I'll be more than happy to show you about them or see whether I have any solutions at fixing them. Okay, so I'm just going to work my way around the front of the vehicle. So there is a couple of little marks in just behind the bull bar here, but nothing too major, just as I come around. It looks like the previous owner originally had spotlights on the vehicle, but he's taken them off, but it just leaves a bit of a mark where the, I suppose the light was mounted. But I'm sure with a bit of elbow grease, a bit of sanding, you will get that bull bar back up to scratch. But to be honest, if you're putting spotlights on it, then happy days. Just coming across the bumper a bit more. As you can see, it's all in relatively good condition. There's a few little bumps and bruises just here, quite small, but like I said, I'm just going to point out absolutely everything I can about the vehicle. Just going to come across the front of the bull bar. This is where we tend to see most of the little chips from highway driving, which I can just see. It looks like, oh no, that's coming off my finger. That one there is not. So there's a little baby chip there. There's another, looks like another little baby chip just there. I'm just putting my finger in front of it just so that way you can sort of get the sizing. There's another little mark here that looks like it's been touched up. So very hard to see, but all in all, relatively good condition. So just coming over that bonnet. Because it's the new shape with the 3-ton towing, you can see that it's got a more, I suppose, dominant bonnet and front end shape, which just makes it a lot more modern. Just coming across the bonnet here, there is a few little scratches along the edge. I'm not too sure what it's from. They're very faint. More than happy to try and give it a bit of a polish. I wouldn't get it out, but it would make it a little bit better. Once again, just coming up and over. Once again, there's a few of those little faint marks here again. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what it's from, but all in all, you really can't notice it unless you're really looking for it. And I suppose the camera's making it look that little bit more dramatic. Just coming down and continuing down through there. Just coming to the tyre itself, so there's plenty of tread on the tyre, so you're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon. And as far as the rim's concerned, there's no scuffs on it, so all in really good order. On the side mirror itself, there's a little bit of a mark on the top here. I reckon with a bit of elbow grease we should be able to sort that out, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll give it a whirl. Just coming up over the pillar here, all in really good condition, up to the roof. So I've obviously got the roof rails on it. They are Toyota genuine ones. Toyota teamed up with Thull for these, so they are a big brand product and really practical actually. Just coming back down that sort of pillar so I can work my way back down the vehicle itself. But as you can see, there's no major dents or bruises. The car's in really good condition. Like I said, with the way I'm pointing things out, I'm probably making it sound a lot worse than what it really is. Just coming around the alloy on the vehicle. Once again, no gutter rash on this one, all in good condition. The rear tyre actually looks brand new. It's still got the little knobbly bits on the end, so that's quite handy. And inside there, all nice and clean, really well looked after. Coming down the door as well, looks like there's a couple of touch-ups just here. So it's quite hard for me to notice them when standing back, but getting a bit closer you can pick up on that. Just continuing down, there is another mark just on the little bit of the door here. Nothing too major. These are all real fine marks, pretty standard for a vehicle with this kilometres in age. But like I said, I'm sort of just making it sound a lot worse than what it really is. There is another little scratch just along here, very faint and very minor. So that's everything sort of paintwork on this side of the car. I'm just going to come on inside, show you through the door cards of the vehicle. As you can see, they're all in very nice condition, really well looked after. Okay, coming across the dash here. So you have the center screen there, which once I jump around the driver's side, I'll run over in detail. Seats, all in relatively good condition. Can't see any real major marks on it. Usually you get the odd little, I suppose, from creasing and sitting on it. But very, very minor in this model, so very hard to fault. Once again, continuing around this side here as well. As you can see, all in really good condition, really well looked after, very hard to fault. Other than the bit of dirt on the floors, you got the genuine floor mats throughout the vehicle. Rear seats, to be honest, rear seats looks like they've barely been used. They're in very good condition actually. So all really well looked after. And just coming down through the back there. Through the back of the center console, you do have your AC controls and your 12-volt power supply through there. So all in really good condition. Rightio, just going to work my way to the back of the vehicle. I'm sort of just going to do a wide angle shot of the side. So all in really good condition. Just coming back to the vehicle itself. Now you do get keyless entry, so the 3 doors that allow you to do it is the boot and the 2 front doors. So as long as you've got the keys in the pocket, you can unlock the car without actually pressing the key itself. So coming into the boot, we do have a nice little cargo blind in here. So nice and handy if you're trying to, I suppose, keep something in the back and you don't want anyone to see what's in here. And on top of that, you do have your 2 seats in here as well. So they'll fold straight up, but they go into the floor. So just giving you that extra room in there. With the door itself, you can open it out, and depending if you're on a hill or not, you can lock it and unlock it, so all nice and handy through there. Now there is a mark on the inside. We do see this pretty often. People try to jam pack the boots and you get a little bit of marks on it just from it. Looks like they've had something just rubbing across there on a trip and whatnot. Same again, just up on the corner there. So all pretty standard for a cargo area. Now you do have the back step all through here, which is nice and handy, and you do have the genuine tow bar on there as well, which it says maximum towing capacity for AT, being automatic transmission, is 3 ton tow capacity max, with a 300 kilo downbore weight being 10%. You've also got the 7-pin round plug on the back, so all nice and handy through there. Once again, sort of going to go over the condition of the back. Once again, looks like there's been a couple of what we call brush touches just to seal a few little marks on the back. Like I said, I am trying to be as thorough as possible. Spare wheel itself, all in really good condition. I can't really see any marks on that, so quite hard for me to fault. Coming up on the back door as well, once again, there's a few little brush touches they've done to seal it. So all in really good condition through there. Once again, just going to stand back so to give you a wide angle view of the vehicle as I continue around. Just coming up over the rear here, as you can see, there is a few little bumps and bruises, very small, even faint that I can't really get it up on the camera, but there is there, and also another little brush touch there as well. So all in all, pretty good through here. Rear tyre, really good condition. Like I said, you're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon. As you can see, all nice and clean. Really good vehicle. Gutter rash, there isn't any. All in really good condition. It's a brilliant Prado actually. It's been really well looked after, very hard to fault. Just coming down through the door paneling here. Just trying to show there's no real major marks. Here's a little bit of another little scratch just here. I'm just trying to get it to focus on it. But the reflection's making it quite difficult. It sort of just starts here and goes across. But all in all, it's pretty minor through there. Door card on the rear here. All in really good condition, really well looked after. Once again, coming through the back from the other side, other than a bit of dirt on the floor. The car would be detailed before it got sent to you. And all in all, really good condition. Really well looked after. Okay. I'm just going to continue down until the front wheel and then I'll come back and jump in the car. But just a little bit of a brush touch here on the driver's door. And once again, another one here. But all in all, nothing too major as far as marks on the vehicle for the front door. It's been really well looked after. Just coming up over the guards here as well. All in really good condition. You do have the plenty of tread on the front tyre as well. So like I said, you're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon. And just running over the rim there's no gutter rash. So all in all, really good condition. Sort of going to do a bit more of a stand back so you sort of get a view for the vehicle. Rightio, I'm going to jump inside it and turn it on, sort of show you bits and pieces inside. Driver's door, this is where the main traffic is obviously. So this is usually where you do find a couple of marks from rings and whatnot. There is one just on here. So I'm just trying to get the camera to focus just there on the little silver. And it looks like there's a bit of a sunscreen mark just here as well. So pretty standard we find every now and then. You do have the electric brakes already fitted to this car, looks like a red arc system. Oh yeah, it says it right underneath it. You got the auto high beam there, front headlight washers and idle up, as well as your push button start and everything there. Sorry, the sun's sort of getting in the way of my videos. Front seat, this is the main area where you do find creases, but all in all, very minor in this car. Just coming up the seat itself to show you it. Okay, I'm just going to jump on in and turn the car on. Turn the wheel. Does its little start up on here. Okay. Perfect, so it's done 86,114. We did the last service on it, so the next one's due at 90,000 Ks, so servicing's all up to speed. But through your steering wheel, you get all your steering wheel controls that control the multi-information display up here. You then get your adaptive cruise control and lane departure alert, which is all controlled through your cruise control down here, distance from the car in front and lane departure. This one here controls all your audio and Bluetooth, so you can answer, change your calls, change your music, and you've also got voice recognition in the car. You do get satellite navigation in here, as well as your reversing camera. So all nice and handy through there. Like I said, brilliant vehicle, great setup. It has everything that you sort of need. Also got tri-zone climate control, so the two front passengers can have their own, and then the back can have their own temperature as well. As I continue down, you got a nice little storage compartment in here, really well looked after. And then you got your center, rear and rear diff lock, second start, traction control off, your four-wheel drive between H4 and low force selector, and all that. Just coming through, USB and 12-volt power supply. Got two keys for the vehicle as well, so all really well looked after. And then you got your little center console in there with plenty of storage. Now just going to get the service books out. I believe this was an ex-inspector's car for QPS, which is really good, because usually it's like their private company car, and because it's government agency, servicing's always up to speed. So this was serviced by Grand Motors Toyota at 10,000, Grand Motors again at 20,000, Grand Motors Toyota again at 32,000, again at 41,000, again at 52,000 at Hinterland Toyota, 61,000 Ks at Hinterland Toyota, Hinterland Toyota again at 71, Hinterland Toyota again at 80, and then we just haven't stamped the book for the last service that we've done. So you got full logbook servicing up to speed, so it's been really well looked after. It's really good to make sure you always get service history for a Toyota with Toyota. Well, not make sure, but just it's always beneficial, because if it had any warranty issues, the Toyota dealership would have taken care of it while it had it, just meaning that the car is really well maintained. Look, I'm just going to do one last 360. That'll conclude the virtual tour for today. Any questions, please feel free to give me a call on 0410 839 933. But all in all, Kim, it's a brilliant vehicle. It's gonna definitely do the test of time. Like I said, full logbook service history with Toyota itself. Okie dokie. Perfect. Thank you again for watching. All the best and have an absolutely brilliant day. Thank you so much.